Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to week 2 of One Night in Karazhan. So we're to the final boss. We've really just breezed through this. If this doesn't get a little bit more difficult either in this boss battle or the class challenges, you kind of have to think that 700 gold I spent, which did take quite a amount of playing of Hearthstone, so my time I do value, and if somebody had actually just paid like $7 for this, I'm not sure you really get $7 worth of value if it's taking you less than 30 minutes to do the entire week, and then you have to wait a week. It's like, it really feels like when a week opens, it should very reasonably take an entire 7 days to beat the bosses, and it's not anywhere close to that. Let's see who we're taking on today.
At last, our final act. An evil witch pursues a young girl. Will she find her way home?
Ah, the Crone. This is the Wizard of Oz. Maybe I thought there was a little Red Riding Hood character, but maybe I got confused. And maybe there's a Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz character that has this cool ability. We'll see when we get in here. The last act, the stairs are just up ahead. So she has a Twister ability, deals 100 damage, can't be used if Dorothy is alive. Interesting. So she has a 0 mana hero spell that if Dorothy dies, it's just game over. You're gonna take 100 damage. I would love to see somebody on YouTube actually survive 100 damage, but it doesn't seem like you can probably do that. And we'll get 2 cards from beating her and 2 more cards for beating them all. Let's see. I'm still gonna play my Murloc deck, but I guess it's just gonna give me a card on my side when we start.
Uther versus the Crone.
Flee, my pretties!
I will fight with honor.
I don't imagine that a lot of this is to actually avoid copyright claims. I don't think the Wizard of Oz is even in copyright. Maybe it is. Maybe some publications of it is. I just think they're being silly and changing it at names. So yes, here's a character. And this card in particular, when I first saw this, I thought this was gonna be what they played with.
Don't let her hurt me!
Let's see, Dorothy, maybe. I would pronounce that Dorothy. Minions to the left have charge. Minions to the right have taunt. That's an amazing card. I thought this would be awesome if there was a 1 mana version of this that had like 1 health and a 2 mana version that had like 2 health. It kind of is broken that she has 10 health at 4 mana cost, but the idea that your placement of the cards starts to mean a lot more. It would be a great addition to Hearthstone. Unfortunately, you don't get this card, and there's no other cards in the expansion that do anything like that. There is some placement in a few occasions, but not specifically enough. So this guy has taunt because he just always has taunt. Now they both have charge. Now, remember the danger here is
Another
if
night on
Dorothy
the
dies, it's game over.
Here, link arms! We're strongest together!
Let's see. Play this. And play this. Now with a Murloc deck, you can get a lot of cards out here. So
Job's done.
I'm already set pretty nicely.
Bring me that girl!
She has flying monkeys with charge. That's gonna be an issue. Alright. So it makes sense to do this. Let's go ahead and take this one out. And go and take this one out. Play this. Trying to play as much control as possible. I think I might get rather close. Alright, this is gonna be an issue. This thing is gonna deal 2 damage to everybody. And I don't really have a way to keep it alive. So I suppose I should just... Alright.
Major Domo Executus is downstairs. Shall I tell him he's arrived too soon?
Where shall I strike?
That's funny because he, when you play Major Domo's Executus's Death Rattle, it, I believe, summons Ragnaros, and Ragnaros goes, too soon, you fool," and that's a pretty funny joke. It's kind of weird it says it right there in the middle of the fight, not at the beginning.
Well met.
So that's her greeting. She doesn't have anything different.
Well played.
Nothing different here. Now, if I play this one, it will do 2 damage to Dorothy. But I think I've got to. Damage my own character. And that's still a move. But I've got her down to 4. I love this card, but it's not proving itself to be really any more difficult than any of the others. This boss isn't. So this battle in total isn't really throwing me.
Reporting for duty.
Sure, you have this danger over your head, but see, if you even play a character that summons anything, it's gonna show up on the right, because everything that you summon magically or through hero power is gonna show up on the right. So we're done here. Victory.
Finally, we're off to free the wizard.
Nice reference to the Wizard of Oz. So we get the 4 mana, 3 attack, 4 health, Wicked Witch Doctor. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random basic totem. I think if you're playing the Shaman and you are playing a totem deck, that you would definitely want this card. We also get the 6 mana, 3 attack, 3 health, Moat Lurker. Battlecry, destroy a minion. Death Rattle, resummon it. It's 3 extra mana to destroy a minion temporarily. I'd say at best this card is average. I don't think you're gonna see a lot of people playing it. See, in comparison here, the opera defeated, we get the Swashbuckler, which is a 1 mana, 1 attack, 1 health pirate. Battlecry, add a random class card to your hand from your opponent's class. It's really hard to read this. And we get the legendary Barnes Battlecry. Summon a 1/1 copy of a random minion in your deck. So this could be very useful in something like a Cthulhu card, or because if you got a 1/1 copy of Cthulhu, then his health would probably get bumped right back up. There's plenty of other legendary cards that have effects that don't rely on their attack or health. Even if you did just get a 1/1 copy of Cthulhu, you might get something that sets the health of a creature down to 15, but all of those are summons. So I imagine a lot of it would require playing Barnes, then playing the Panda card that returns a card from your deck to your hand, then resummoning it to activate it. Or you could play a lot of Death Rattle cards. That would work too, because most battle cries wouldn't be activated this way. Well, any battle cries wouldn't be. The class challenges for Paladin and Warrior are unlocked. Good.
Onward. Up those stairs. The curator guards the menagerie. I hope it's not malfunctioning.
Yeah. So they're hinting at week 3. So we have to wait another 7 days, and it's just like, was that worth $7? I barely spent. I bet I spent less than an hour and a half on it so far. Let's go look at the heroic characters now that they're unlocked. Let's see. Julianne has the same hero ability to summon Romeo. She had 15 health in the main battle. Let's see how much health and armor even she's gonna have in this battle.
Julian!
What devil art thou?
I will fight with honor.
I'm just gonna look at her health and then concede or quit, whatever it is. See, it's 15 armor, so it just doubles.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee!
The victory is yours.
Interesting that it waits until he's done talking to concede. That shouldn't happen. By the way, Hearthstone has added a new feature, just sneakily in a patch. It wasn't worth making a video about or anything, but if you hover on cards when you're playing now, it puts the flavor text description in the lower right corner.
Uther
I'll show you.
versus the big bad wolf!
So this one was 20 health.
I will fight with honor.
It doesn't work here when you're picking. But when you...
Teeth I have.
I so love audience participation. Run, little guest, run!
When you have something here,
Job's done.
and you hover here, in a regular game at least, the flavor text starts showing up at the bottom right. At least it was. Maybe that was something they were testing out and they got rid of. Anyways, back to this. He just gets 15 armor. He doesn't even double his health. But he does have 3 of these guys, which weren't in the main battle.
The victory is yours.
It's strange the flavor text doesn't work in these battles, but these battles are all programmed separately, so that's not a huge surprise. And his trembling ability didn't really change. And then let's see what happens here. I bet she just has like more health and maybe some flying monkeys on the field.
Versus the Crone! Flee, my pretties!
I will fight with honor.
Yes, she has 50 health and 15 armor,
Don't let her hurt me!
which is actually quite a lot of extra health because I thought she just had like 30. to begin with. So to go from 30 to 65 is quite the addition. Nothing else really changed here though.
The victory is yours.
It almost feels like I could beat the bosses on this week's heroic mode. They were so easy. But I don't really feel like I would want to spend the effort to do the parlor ones or the preview one. And maybe I couldn't even beat them all. It's just never worth it. It's never worth that card back. If I was crazy about card backs, I would have pre-ordered the game anyways to get a card back too. So yeah, just never worth it. Look, the picture changes. You have a crow here, and then you have the symbol right over the crow. Anywho, that's it for this recording. Next time we do the class challenges, as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button. It says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.